Balancing Nissan Leaf battery without BMS. Thanks for watching. This is JW Solar USA live from the command center in Minnesota. In today's video, I have 14 modules here, and I'm going to show you how I balance this battery without a BMS, and they're going to all turn out properly balanced. So don't look at the battery with these little tiny wires, because it's gonna throw you off. So if you look you're looking for any way of criticizing, well, you're in the wrong place, because this is what we do here, experimental things we do here, and we just want to make sure everybody gets a glimpse or understanding. You can do things, a lot of things, without a BMS. So this is what it is. And I have all the cells or the modules all in parallel. So I end up leaving these other spots here so you guys can see. And I don't have enough BMS, enough bus bars. And I have to flip the battery, if you can look at this side here. So this is the way it's supposed to go. And I decided to flip the same thing here to face the other direction that way. So I turned the batteries back to back and jammed up all the way here to make sure that the batteries are having the same configuration, because I have 6 of these guys here, and they end up turning all the bus red buses or red positive terminals. If you stand on the front here, so it's going to be on the left, and while the other ones are all on the right. So this is how, if you're buying Nissan Leaf batteries, this is what you have to look for. You gotta tell how many series of connection you want to do, interconnect, and don't just buy all in parallel the way they are right now. So somebody else will have the other ones all the way on the left. So you gotta know how you series it. So it's gonna be a red right here. Okay, it's gonna be a black right here. So it's gonna be a red here, a black here, a red here, black here. So we keep on going the same thing again, over and over. So I'm balancing these batteries, which is 14 modules here. I can make it 14S for 48 volts, 7 batteries wired in series, and 7 batteries wired in series and parallel. So we double up the amp hours. The voltage goes up, likewise the amperage. So increasing the amperage. But right now they're just sitting at 7 point some volt, and we can use our tester here. I can show you how the batteries are, the voltage right now. So I'm gonna put it on the DC, and right now you can see is zeroed out. So I'm gonna test the middle. These are cells too. There's 2 batteries wired in series for each. So it's 4 batteries on each module. 4 batteries in each module. 2 batteries are wired in series. For, if you put this one, can be like a negative, and this one can be a positive. So if you can put the probe back here, this one can turn to a negative, and this one can be a positive. Either or. So this center tap, them are all batteries here, the middle ones. So if you want to balance, you make sure you balance the middle one as well, the middle terminals. So now I'm going to show you. There's a probe right in the center. I'm going to use the far end here and see. I'm touching the probe now, and you see at 3.79 volt. So the probe's gonna still stay right in the center here, and I can jump it to the other one here. 3.7. See, it's balancing right now. So I can able to touch any of these here, any of these here. So it's gonna read, and I can jump on this one as well. Three 3.794, 3.790. They're balancing now, so I can still keep doing the same thing here. 3.794, 3.790, 3.793. So it's dropping. 7, and this I can still keep doing this. 3.7. Okay, 3.8. So go back here. 3.790. So these were the last bus bars I just connected, because I was gonna do this and I ended up finding some of the bus bars. So the bottom probably down here, they already probably balanced because I used the wires. Connected all these guys here, connected all these guys here. The bus bars are just put in within 2 minutes. So see one of the cells. Okay. This cell was low. I mentioned that on one of the videos on the Nissan Leaf. Just go back and check on the playlist, or maybe I can put it on the up here. It's gonna be up here. Okay, it's gonna be up here. You see it. So 3.793, 3.7. This. So if we can put this together now. So if we measure now, it's gonna be 7.58, 7.58, 0.58, 0.59, 1.59. So like I was saying, I'm not using a BMS, but all the batteries gonna be all balanced. So if I decided to have this guy here, I don't know if I can do it with one hand, and I put one of the probes here and got the other probe on the other side here. The meter is not gonna let me, and that will be just all of them gonna be the same voltage. This guy here, come on, steady. Okay, I tricked it. I have my knee on this one, holding the probe on this side, on the right side, and we're here in the left side, and the batteries are sitting at 7.58. So they're still doing the balancing, and I'm gonna leave it this way till um, few days or maybe for the rest of the week, and after that I can able to set the configuration I want it. I can go this way, 3.790. One probe is on the other side, extreme end, and this one in the center tab. So we can take this, okay, and 3.791, 3.791, it's changing. So I just tap on the extreme end and the center tap so I can bounce back and forth. We cannot measure from one end to the other, the center, because it's just like putting a neutral to neutral. Okay, well, this ends our test. I'll show you how I balance Nissan Leaf batteries without BMS. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. JW Solar USA from the command center. I was having some low cells that I was balancing, and see one side of the cell is reading 3.8, so transfer the power to make them all balance. So all in all, the other ones are getting low. They've been sitting for a very long time, and instead of 7 point something, dropped to this because it was arced. You know, something touch positive and negative and it arced, and that's why I end up having bad thing. And this one get dropped. I get a dent when I was um, dissecting the battery, the entire Nissan Leaf. I was breaking it down, and where I set them, and the battery just slid and all the way and dropped, and that's where I got that dent from. But it didn't affect the performance of the battery, and this is the even more stable battery here. The voltage is really, it doesn't even sag at all. Okay, all right, just want to show you how I balance the Nissan Leaf battery without BMS at all, just bus bars, positive to positive, center tap to center tap, negative to negative. Like and subscribe.